Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is the undisputed Kingpin. Brown,
not King
freaky, Brown, freaky, Brown. No, my bad. I was gonna say my other alias, Prince Freaky Hakeem. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is your man, Superboy Ronnie Ron. Hakeem, what's going on, man?
What they do, man?
That Red Bull got you fired up.
Oh man, shit, nigga. I'm ready. I'm tweaking.
Yeah,
you know,
man. I know you tweaking. I ain't gonna lie, man. This one is the biggest controversy ever. I actually put this on a blog. I put that. This is the thing I put. Hakeem, which is very funny. I said, why do women date married men? And when I said that, the backlash I got from it, they're like, "Oh, it's not true. You just talking your BS. You don't know what you're talking about." And like, a lot of women was going on, and I'm not only saying black women, from all races, they was going in. They say, "Oh, it's not true," and I'm like, "No," and I was telling them, "No, it is true," because most of the time when they date the married man, you just won't know about it. So again, I want to ask you: is it true? Do women date married men?
It's 100% true. It's listen. They want listen.
On the blog then too.
Listen, they want married men more than they want single men.
Which is the funniest bit. Explain why.
I'll give it to you. First thing is, women are attracted to married men due to it's a psychological reason before a physical attractive. Because you know what I mean, you have a lot of married men who are ugly who are getting they're getting more sack than single men.
I don't have any information about that.
That's my Google. Let me turn that off.
Even Alexa came on.
You came on. So let me break it down. First off, why women like married men is stability. The fact that you are married says that you know how to make a commitment. Secondly is for financial reasons. We know most men who get married are financially inclined. And for anybody who's going to jump in the comments, I know there's broke married men, but for the majority, most married men have to be somewhat financially secure.
Fact.
Now, secondly, women are so disgusted with regular men, the men who make 40,000. They want to date men with money, so they'll go after the men with money and become side pieces. Instead of having a whole man, they're willing to have a half a man that belongs to somebody. You are technically a home wrecker. I'm not going to mention no names. Prior, I dated a young lady who I was very fond of back in the days. And you know what I mean, me and her used to talk. I thought, you know what I mean, but she was dating a married man, and she used to go to the hotel with the married man and even asked the married man to leave his wife. He told her, yeah, and you know, he never did, and was still beating it up. When she dealt with me, and I said, hey, let me come beat you in my mother's house. She said, I'm not going to beat you in your mother's house. But then I'm saying to myself, but you'll sleep with a married man in his house. You know what I'm saying?
Was it? Yeah, you see the hypocrisy here?
It's very hypocrisy. But not only that, though, women think that you're gaining some type of thing. No, man, you're a mistress. You're a whore. You're a side piece. You know, like you actually a mistress having sexual relationship with a married man. That doesn't give you no status. It doesn't make you look good. Don't care how much money you got. You are a home wrecker. Jezebel.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And like in the hopes of thinking you could take that man. And sometimes you got the side pieces who turn into married women and they get cheated on with the new side piece. This is why we need to go back to one of our previous episodes. We never did an episode about this. This is why polygamy has to be legalized.
Yeah, but you know the funny thing is, polygamy was done by the man, not the woman, because the man was getting intimidated that other man was wealthy man was getting all the women, and it was
yes.
So that was the only problem with polygamy. That's why they legalized it. Because they were like, no, because regular Joe like you and I, like, you know, you and I, of course, not regular Joe, but I'm just using another example. Yeah. Regular Joe like you and I wasn't able to get women because all the women was going to the man that was married or the man that had wealth.
That have wealth. Definitely. You're saying you're 100% that. And
this is the same thing today. If a man looks good or he's married, you see he gets,
oh my God,
mostly all, you see he gets all the women.
All the women. Married, money, or you're drop dead gorgeous. You'll take 80%. And that's only the top 10% of men.
Yeah. So they was getting married. They was, back in those days, they was getting all the women. So I mean, a regular guy will probably be so jealous, they probably end up killing these wealthy because they weren't getting the women. Because men tend to get jealous because we're still human beings. You do get jealous to see that. It's gonna make us like, wait a minute, he getting all the women. That's telling me there's none for me. But on the other hand, it kind of show you that women does like married men. Like it kind of show you, like, look, women do like a man that man because he showed, like you say, stability. With that, I always tell men, even though you're not married, act like you are married.
No, definitely.
Because you have standards and you have stability and you're working on yourself, sometimes a woman kind of see you as a married man. Or they see you have value as a married
basically.
Man.
Or you could just lie and say, hey, I got a girlfriend. You want to be my second?
Or some dudes do that too. Which I don't think you should lie to a woman. But
no, you shouldn't lie to a woman. To be honest with you, most women look at you a little bit better if you have a second girlfriend. You got to understand. We're entering in an age. A lot of people forgot we just left the side chick era. The side chick era normalized being side pieces. So like, it's nothing to see two women arguing online knowing that they're messing with the same man or having, or or two women have the same kids from the same man because one had got upgraded and one had got downgraded. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You're speaking facts.
And here's the funny thing is, here's another misconception women think that, oh, their vagina is good and stuff like that. When men have side pieces, it's not emotional. It's not emotional. I'm going to just do that. Sometimes when men roam, they might be unhappy, but sometimes it's for sport. And another thing too, when a man divorces, he also always remarried. But infidelity, and people fail to understand that women cheat more than men from a statistic standpoint.
Yeah, women cheat more than men. Yes, they do. Because remember, women, they act on their emotions. So, and not only that, women know how to lie very well.
Very, very much. And listen here, I'm going to be honest with you. You know what? They did a survey and they said, you want to know why men primarily cheat on their wives?
Oh, why?
Mainly for sex.
Because the women are giving them sex?
Yeah, It don't be nothing else but sex. It don't be nothing else but sex.
Not only that, but sometimes I heard men do get tired of the same for JJ too. I heard men tell me that.
You got certain men that do that. You got certain men that do that. But for a majority of men, understand this: when you get married, a lot of women, after you start having kids, their libido goes down. A lot of women are not as sexual as before. She doesn't have to do all the tricks she did before you put a ring on it. She got you now. She can say, hey, you can wait a week or two.
Yeah. True.
You know what I mean?
That's the funniest thing. But when you're saying, are you saying that on the standpoint of a woman that's married or a woman that's not married?
On the standpoint of a woman that's married. Women that are not married are going to throw it up until they can lock a man in so she can be upgraded.
Because the woman that's not married, she's dating the married man. So
yeah, she's dating the man. Definitely. So why you think the married man is beating it up on the regular? But here's the funny thing is,
or not only that, but I heard this too. Some men, when it comes to the sexual aspect, they say, I can't treat my wife as a whore in the bedroom. So that's why I get another side piece, because I can treat her as the whore.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
I think you heard that before too.
Yeah. But here's the sad thing about women who are side people who date married. Majority of men they never leave their wives. They will never leave them.
No.
You know what I mean? So you're just there as a instant companion. You feel what I'm saying? So you're not necessarily going to, most of these girls never get upgraded. At the most, they might get a baby out the situation, and the baby might get disowned and not even acknowledged.
Facts.
You know what
because sometimes the man tell them part of the deal, like, hey, this is what we're doing. I'm just letting you know now. We just smashing and that's it. But it's only a man that's don't have no integrity anyway.
Yeah, basically. But listen here, most women who date married men fall in love with the married man.
Yeah. Because remember, if you're seeing the man every day, you smashing the man every day.
You smashing the man. But not only that, though, knowing that a man has a commitment with a woman and that's what she wants, she falls for things like that. When really your questionable judgment makes you look like a whore.
Because this is a strong statement, but it's kind of the same concept of women don't really think of tomorrow; they think for today.
Facts.
That's why I always say. I tell my friend all this. We have a conversation about it all the time. I always tell them, women they go based on their feeling. Men is supposed to go based on their logic. So women feeling is for that day. So that day they like, I gotta have them for that day. Doesn't mean she want to have them for long term. It's just for that moment, that day. That was like, I want him for that day. That's why you see sometimes a woman will sleep with a married man for that day, and the next day she'll be like, I don't want to have nothing to do with him. And then the married man get confused. He'll be like, I thought you want me. He's like, I don't really want you. It's for that day. You know what I'm saying?
Basic. But let's also remember, most women who enter these type of relationships are very sensitive.
Yes, of course.
They feel like losers, and this is just signs that they're having problems dating a regular person. Now, mind you, I just want to point this out because I know people are going to say, hey, we're not explaining both sides. We've already went over and said that men who cheat are bad. Let's point that out. You feel me?
Yeah, because now that I think you should let your wife know you want to bring somebody else.
You want to bring somebody else. This is why we go back to the same conversation. You should allow polygamy. You know what I mean? Then if for everybody who's okay with it, he can have 2 women and he has to take care of 2 women. So let's just point that out. Cheating is bad all around. The topic is why women like to date married men and understanding the ramifications behind. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand what it makes you look like. In third world countries, you'll be outcast, even jailed or beaten to death for cheating on a married man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And to think about it is too, most of these girls who date married men don't have a support system, because a real support system would say, girl, you dating that dude and he married? They would not validate or say that, hey, you should be able to do this. They'll actually score you, be like, hey, I don't think you should do that.
And most of the time, sometimes the woman don't. I read both sides and I listen to both sides. Sometimes the woman actually don't know because the man lies to them.
That is true. But
like, I'm not married. I don't got nobody. They end up having a relationship with this man for like 2 years and find out later. Like,
that is true.
You was married the whole time?
You was married the whole time, but mind you, but then that goes to a point where women think that they do their due diligence. A lot of them don't.
Facts.
And listen, it's up to you. It is up to you to understand what to make your due diligence to figure out who the person you're talking to and understand that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So it's a heated, this is a heat topic. It was a blog online. I wrote it down. A lot of women then, of course, didn't like it. Didn't like the question because women like to hide stuff in the closet. They don't want things like that in the open. Especially, you don't want men to know, like, hey, we sleeping around married men. It's none of your business. Which is true. It's not my business. It's just a simple question. I was just asking. I had to go to my expert, Hakeem. He's the man. I'm like, any question I have, I always go to him. Like, hey, do you think? And you say that's 100%. So it's really, really cool. So I don't know your final thoughts on it, Hakeem.
My final thoughts is I say, hey, ladies, try to find somebody that fits you and don't have the extraordinary list, these long lists to try to X everybody out. You know what I mean? You just need somebody that you can mesh well with. And married men should be off, just like married women are off. Yeah.
Facts. And I heard that if you are married and you are stinking around, please let your wife know. Don't do it behind her back. Because when you do it behind her back, it's tend to get a lot of messy, when it comes to legal action. I heard that somebody could end up dying in the aspect of and lying and secret. Try to stay away from it. And that's all I got to do, man. And you already know. That being said, KI Culture Radio,
we out. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Crush, ice.
Crush ice. Crush ice. She want it. Crush ice. She need it. Crush ice. Come get it. Crush ice. I'm with it. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup. I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup. I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. It's 2 a.m. I party hard. A couple stacks. Yeah, I'm ballin' hard. I'm in the club. Homie, what it do? They call me Brown Dollars. I'm getting loose. I'm leaning back. Got me a couple lean. I'm smoking that. Call that Apache Green. They looking tough. We know they all soft. I roll with killers. They let that gun spark. Go ahead, mommy. Drop it low. Go ahead, mommy. Let it show. It ain't a problem. We know that ass fat. So when that night is over, I'ma take it back. Take it back. Take it back to the telly, dog. We getting loose. She gon' tell it all. Great goose. She gon' drink it all. Up in the morning, she don't remember, dog. Yeah, homie, I'm back at it. Yeah, homie, like a jackrabbit. Back on the strip, tryna get some cabbage. My homie Flip, he got to have it. Crush ice, she want it. Crush ice, she need it. Crush ice, come get it. Crush ice. I'm with it, I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up, I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. It's 4 a.m., last call. Call a cab, homie, you know that's wrong. I call a cab, wet willies, bottoms up, I'm getting silly. Crush ice, hole in my cup. You rockin' ice, homie, you better tuck. My wolves hungry, they be feeding y'all. We in the club, they be slapping dogs. Don't Chevy, Camaro dog. My rims heavy, you know they looking hard. Blue mother, you mother lover. Drink it till I stutter. Fresh death, just like my brother. ×2, you know the number, boo. Just hit me up when you're coming through. Crush ice, she want it. Crush ice, she need it. Crush ice, come get it. Crush ice, I'm with it, I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up, I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up.